Welcome to FedRAMP in 5-ish, where we talk all things FedRAMP in about 5 minutes, more or less. My name is Felicia Nicole, and I run the marketing department here at Infusion Points. And my guest here today is Gary Damer.
How you doing?
Good. And he is the Infusion Points CEO. So Gary, why don't you tell everybody how we are twisting FedRAMP in 5-ish today? Like, what's our focus?
Sure. Thanks, Felicia. Today we're going to be focused on staffing and training because you know what? FedRAMP is hard.
Yes, it is.
That it is. So Infusion Points is located here in northwestern North Carolina. We're nestled in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
And they are gorgeous.
Yes, they are.
So what's Infusion Points doing about staffing?
So, we don't really have an easy pick of IT, cybersecurity, or federal compliance engineers, but we do have our pick of at least one of those skill sets.
Which means we have to build our staff?
That is correct. So initially we have established a rural sourcing model where we look for staff in rural America, mostly in northwestern North Carolina.
Right.
This allowed us to find and build staff without the urban premium, which really allowed us to deliver cost savings onto our customers while not sacrificing any skills.
So what you're really saying is we have skilled employees at a lower price.
That is correct.
So tell me how COVID-19 has impacted our rural sourcing model.
It really has made us look everywhere in the United States. It converted us really into a remote rural sourcing model where we have staff now located across the U.S.
That is too cool.
But we're still looking for skills in at least one of those areas: IT, cybersecurity, or compliance.
Right. What are we looking for in new hires?
So we're looking for somebody that has a builder mindset, somebody that doesn't mind building things and taking it apart. Somebody who's really kind of scrappy, never say die attitude, lust for learning, and have the ability to work in a high stress, controlled chaos environments.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So they must be a problem solver. And they must have an interest in at least one of those skills, right? Cybersecurity, cloud, or federal compliance. We don't necessarily need to have all three of those skills to start out with.
What are we doing to improve those skill sets?
So we've developed some pretty intense training programs that help our staff grow in their weak areas.
Okay, that's great. Can you talk more about the training programs that lead to those career paths?
So we have career paths in FedRAMP advisory services, cloud technology, cloud and security operations. We really have a focused training program with a variety of security compliance standards such as DFARS, CMMC, and FedRAMP. Yeah, I know, acronyms.
Yeah.
But, we really leverage AWS resources, corporate online training programs, corporate labs built into AWS, and we're heavily invested in AWS. So we have our staff focus on gaining AWS cloud knowledge by obtaining AWS certifications and accreditations.
Okay. How does that process work?
So we start with AWS accreditations and move on to cloud practitioner and then the solution architect certifications. For our cloud and security operations staff, we really have them obtain either a security specialty certification or a network specialty certification. And then we have them start working towards the DevOps professional certification. We leverage AWS training labs and then online training videos to gain these skills. We combine those labs with a multitude of real-world use cases as well that we've developed.
Yeah, wow, that sounds intense.
It is. So really, so our staff can give the best advice and solution recommendations to our customers. Our goal is really to set our employees on a very solid career path from the start.
Absolutely. Can you talk about those career paths?
Yeah, so for our FedRAMP advisory team, we leverage our internal FedRAMP training programs. We have our staff gain a very solid understanding of FedRAMP. We teach them how to manage FedRAMP programs, how to perform gap assessments, deliver security control workshops, run technical assessments, and then also develop FedRAMP documentation packages.
And we're an accredited FedRAMP 3 PAO now.
That is true. So we provide training programs for our assessment teams and our assessment processes. And then, the teams must remain independent, so our advisory and assessment teams must also be siloed.
Awesome. So what about the cloud technology career path?
So our team focuses on delivering AWS well-architected framework to meet FedRAMP requirements. So we have a very hard focus on security and developing security compliance automation as well. All the tools we build inside of the boundary.
Yeah. What about the cloud and security operations?
So we teach and leverage the NIST NICE framework that helps us build then on to our FedRAMP's continuous monitoring methodology to include services such as Security Hub Inspector and Config to help us find and remediate vulnerabilities. For log management, we combine CloudTrails, CloudWatch, Kinesis S3 to make the logs really useful.
Absolutely. Give me an example of like a real world use case.
So we developed several incident response use cases for multi-account FedRAMP compliant environment. The staff learn how to interpret logs, detect an intrusion, and then isolate and correlate the threats so they can contain and eradicate those threats. We leverage AWS services such as CloudTrails, CloudWatch, GuardDuty, Flow Logs, WAF, and our SIM tool to correlate those logs. Really, at the end of the day, for these use cases, we want our staff to be able to respond to any incident that occurs in our customers' environments. We've developed a multitude of these use cases to run our staff through and to learn from. Overall, this is a very solid program for us to share our knowledge with our staff. So really kind of speaking of sharing knowledge, can you spend just a few minutes talking about how we build our pipeline of employees through our apprenticeship and internship programs?
Absolutely. Sure. So we're involved in a few different types. We are a founding member of the Wilkes County Apprenticeship Program, and it is a statewide program that any high school student planning to attend community college can apply for. And this allows them to attend for free while getting their hands dirty with on-the-job training. We're also a supporter of the Golden Leaf Program, and that offers scholarships and on-the-job training for first-in-the-family college students. And we also work closely with the local colleges to drive those career paths through specialized internships.
So we invested heavily in training and apprenticeship and internships.
And the future workforce will look much different, so we are preparing our staff for the future today.
Bottom line, we need to enable our workforce to deliver the best possible solutions to our customers. And we have developed an intentional program to develop our staff.
I agree. Well, thanks everybody for watching, and thank you, Gary, for joining me today.
Absolutely.
This is FedRAMP in 5-ish, and until next time, bye.
See ya.